Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered, what if? What if instead of our one familiar moon, Earth actually had two? It's a question that sounds like it's straight out of a sci-fi movie, but digging into it really makes you appreciate just how specific and, well, how lucky our world truly is.
I mean, just take a second and picture that. A truly breathtaking, otherworldly view. But as beautiful as that image is, the reality of a two-moon Earth would be, well, let's just say it'd be a lot more dramatic. And even violent. The consequences go way beyond just a pretty sky. They would completely rewrite the fundamental rules of our planet.
And that rewriting, it all starts with a constant, chaotic, gravitational tug-of-war. All the steady, predictable patterns we totally take for granted would be thrown into complete disarray, starting with the very oceans themselves. Right now, our moon gives us this reliable, rhythmic pulse. High tide, low tide. You can set your watch by it. But with two moons pulling on us, that reliable rhythm is just gone. Instead, you get this volatile, chaotic system of massive super tides and then abnormally weak tides, making coastal life pretty much impossible to predict. So how exactly would that work? Well, it's all about where they are in the sky. When the two moons happen to be on the same side of the Earth, their gravity combines, and bam! You get these massive, destructive tides that could literally swallow coastlines. But when they're on opposite sides, their gravitational pulls kind of cancel each other out, leading to these bizarrely weak tides. This constant, violent swing between extremes would totally reshape our world. And this gravitational stress wouldn't just be messing with the water. The planet itself, the solid rock beneath our feet, would be physically stretched and compressed over and over again. It's a process called tidal flexing. And with two moons, it would mean more volcanic eruptions, more frequent earthquakes, and over millions of years, it could have even changed the very shape and position of our continents.
Okay, so beyond reshaping the rocks and the oceans, a second moon would have fundamentally altered the world for every single living thing. And it starts with something as simple as light and dark.
I mean, really think about that for a second. With two sources of bright moonlight, true darkness would become incredibly rare. The night sky would almost always be lit up in this kind of constant, shifting twilight, and that would have profound consequences for life on the ground. For nocturnal animals, this is a total game changer. Predators would suddenly have way more light to hunt by, forcing prey to come up with entirely new strategies just to survive. And it's not just animals. Human sleep cycles, our ancient rituals, even the way we first developed calendars, it all would have evolved around the complex dance of two separate moons.
Okay, look at this number, 23.5 degrees. It might not seem like much, but it is arguably one of the most important numbers for life on our planet. This is Earth's axial tilt, and it is the entire reason we have predictable seasons.
You see, our single moon acts like a gravitational anchor. It holds that 23.5-degree tilt steady. It prevents our planet from wobbling all over the place, and that's what keeps our climate relatively stable over millions of years.
But what happens when you add a second moon to that delicate gravitational balance? You risk shattering that stability. Its competing gravity could throw our tilt completely out of whack, sending it swinging wildly. The result? Total climate chaos. We're talking extreme ice ages or scorching hothouse periods. The stable world we know and depend on would be gone.
And all of this leads us to the cosmic endgame, because as cool as a two-moon system might look, the hard truth of orbital dynamics is that it would be a temporary and ultimately a very unstable arrangement. So could this beautiful, complicated cosmic dance actually last? The answer, according to physics, is almost certainly no, not even close. On a cosmic timescale, a two-moon system around a planet like Earth is it's inherently unstable. It's a ticking clock. And a huge reason why comes down to this concept called the Roche limit. The simplest way to think about it is as a gravitational point of no return. If a moon drifts too close to its planet, the planet's tidal forces, that same stretching force we talked about, become so strong they will literally rip the moon to pieces. So this unstable cosmic dance could really only end in one of three pretty dramatic ways. One moon's orbit could decay until it crosses that Roche limit and shatters into pieces, forming a magnificent ring system around Earth, kind of like Saturn. Or one moon could get flung out of orbit entirely, just shot out into deep space. And then there's the third, and by far the most violent possibility. A direct collision, one moon could crash into the other, or even worse, into Earth itself. An impact of that scale is it's almost impossible to imagine. We're talking about an event so powerful it could boil the oceans away and effectively sterilize the entire surface of the planet. A complete reset. All this chaos and destruction, it brings us back from this hypothetical world to our own. And it forces you to look up at our sky and see our single moon not as a simple fact of life, but as a critical piece of our planet's stability. A miracle, really.
And this is the real takeaway here. Our moon isn't just a pretty light in the sky. It is an active partner in our planet's story. It is a stabilizer, a moderator, a timekeeper that has shaped the very rhythm of life for billions of years.
I mean, let's just recap how crucial our one moon is. It anchors our planet's tilt, giving us predictable seasons. It moderates the tides, creating rich coastal ecosystems. It has even gradually slowed down Earth's rotation over billions of years, making our days longer. In so many ways, it's a cornerstone of what makes Earth not just habitable, but balanced.
Thinking about a two-moon Earth really shows you the delicate, intricate harmony that allows our world to exist at all. It's a reminder that our planet is this incredibly complex system of extraordinary balance. And it really leaves you wondering, doesn't it? What other invisible forces, what other cosmic miracles are out there shaping our existence every single day?